start in a comfortable seat, wherever you feel comfortable. If your legs are tight, you can relax them out straight. You can start to roll the shoulders back. Shoulders roll up towards the ears. Big inhale in, exhale to bring the shoulders down and together. Opening up the chest. So we're focusing on the shoulders here, so legs can be wherever. Hands can just be placed gently on the knees. It's very windy. We'll take a big breath in. A long breath out. Big breath in, head reaches towards the ceiling. And on the exhale, shoulders drop down. Jaw relaxes. Just take a few more breaths here. Just coming to a neutral position. Let's bring the chin down to chest, looking down. We'll take a big breath in. Let's circle the nose up. So coming to one side, big inhale to look up, nose reaches towards the ceiling, chest opens wide. And on the exhale, we circle back down the other way. Chin comes down to chest. Moving with the breath, inhale as we roll up. Exhale, circling back down. Focus on the shoulders as well, opening up the chest. Shoulder blades come together on the inhale at the peak. On the exhale, for a little gentle roll in the shoulders is okay. We're letting the weight of the head give a big neck stretch here. Take another big inhale in this way. Exhale down. And then let's circle up the other direction. Big breath in. Exhale to relax down. Another big breath in. And on the exhale, chin comes down to chest. Relax everything, wiggle the fingers and toes. Take another big breath in. Let's look forward. And we'll just roll the shoulders back so our head is over heart, heart is over pelvis. We're sitting up nice and tall. Let's cross the legs. So take your time. Let's place our right hand on our left knee. Left hand comes back behind us. The left arm is straight. Fingertips can touch the ground. And then we're facing towards the left side or over the shoulder. So a gentle twist here. Spine is long. Inhale to rise up. Exhale to let the shoulders and jaw relax. Take another big breath in. Exhale to bring the right hand back behind you, so both hands are behind you. Fingertips point towards the wall behind you. Take a big breath in, sitting up nice and tall, head over heart, heart over pelvis. And on the exhale, hinge from the hips, fold forward here. So it's not about how low you go, but keeping the chest open. So just a gentle fold forward, keeping the fingertips on the ground behind us. And then we're trying not to let our head drop too low. So we're reaching with the head, keeping the spine long. Exhale to come back to center, head over heart, heart over chest. We can place the hands on the knees, so we get a big roll in the shoulders. So left hand this time on right knee, right hand back behind us. As we sit up tall, looking towards the right side or over the shoulder. Breath in. Exhale, We'll come back to center. Hands can come on the knees. Big roll in the shoulders. We'll just take a breath here. Yeah, we'll shake it out a little. Let's come on our hands and knees. So we're bringing the knees together and then palms come to the top of the mat. Then we're going to scoop the knees underneath the hips. So we have our wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Fingertips are spread wide and we're pressing into the palms. So we're going to give a big shoulder stretch here. We'll take a big breath in, dropping the belly, lifting the head and tailbone. So we can look out the window at the pretty trees. And on the exhale, we'll round the back, look towards the navel. You can press into the palms. This is our big shoulder stretch. Moving with the breath, inhale to drop the belly, lift the head and tailbone. Exhale to round the back, look towards the navel. So you can continue to move with your breath. Inhale to drop the belly. Exhale to round the back. But you can start to create a little bit more movement if you want to sway or rock back and forth or side to side. Just find what feels good. If our lower backs are tight, we can focus on the hips here. Really tilting the pelvis as we take a big inhale in. And on the exhale, scooping it under. Pressing with the palms. You can even press with the tops of the feet. Big stretch. Now let's take another big inhale in to drop the belly. Exhale to round the back. Coming back to center, big inhale to come into a tabletop position, a flat back. Let's extend the arms, so we're reaching the hands forward. Arms are straight. We're going to bring the head down to arm level. So our torso is long, spine is long. Shoulders roll off the back. You can gently bring the hips back. Feel that back stretch. This is called puppy pose with our puppy. Puppy. We'll take another big breath in. Exhale to walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. Then let's bring the knees as wide as the mat, toes come to touch. So we're coming to our child's pose. So toes are touching, knees are wide. You can either stay with hips over the knees or hips come down on the ankles. You can extend the hands. Just relax here. This is a big lower back stretch. Awesome. So we're just relaxing the head. So this is a restorative pose. So if you feel tight or tense in the legs, you can always raise the hips. That's more like our puppy pose, just with wide hips. Take another big breath in. And on the exhale, let's slide the wrist underneath the shoulders. We'll keep the knees wide. Do another shoulder stretch here. Let's bring the left hand on the ribs. Big breath in to reach up towards the ceiling. And then on the exhale, left hand comes in between the right hand and knee. And then right hand reaches up towards the top of our mat. Our hips are above our knees. This is a big shoulder stretch. If you feel tight or tense, you can always come up on your forearm. Both arms are long or straight. Then look past our left hand. We'll take a big breath in. And then on the exhale, we'll slide the right wrist underneath the shoulder, press ourselves back up into hands and knees. We'll bring the right hand on the ribs. Big breath in to reach up towards the ceiling. And then on the exhale, right hand comes in between the left hand and knee. Left hand reaches up towards the top of our mat, so both arms are straight. And our head just relaxes into this twist. Take another big breath in. And on the exhale, left wrist comes underneath the shoulder. We'll press ourselves back up into hands and knees. Let's bring our left knee over towards the right knee and then bring our hips down. So we're laying on one side. We'll just relax here for a moment. You can place a hand on your ribs. You can lay your head on your arm. Just take some breaths. Close your eyes. Focus on deeply breathing. Take another big breath in. And on the exhale, let's gently roll onto our back. You could keep the knees bent if that feels good. So the soles of the feet are touching the mat. So we'll place our arms by our side. So we're hugging our arms into our side. Let's take a big breath in. And on the exhale, wiggle the shoulders together. So shoulder blades come together. We're opening up the chest. Squeeze the thighs together. We'll take a big breath in. And on the exhale, raise the hips up. This is our little bridge pose. If this feels good, we can stay here for a few breaths. If not, slowly lower down. Another big breath in. And on the exhale, slowly lower the hips down to the mat. We'll let the shoulders come out from behind us, relax. You can bring the arms out wide. So with our knees bent, soles of the feet on the mat, we're going to bring the knees down to the left side. If this feels like too much, we can place a block underneath our knee. Just an option, you can always move it. But sometimes having something underneath our knee helps us relax our lower back. So let's just breathe into our right lower back, our right side body as it gets a big stretch. Feel free to move the block if you'd like. Just take your time lowering down. Just breathe here for this twist, a great lower back stretch. You can look to the right for more of a twist. Take another big breath in. And on the exhale, option one knee at a time. We'll come back to center. So take your time, be gentle. As we come back, you can recenter yourself. Make sure you're in a line. So arms wide. So we're going to do the other side. So you can scoop the pelvis up. And then on your exhale, bring the knees down to the right side. Option to put something in between your knees and in the ground. You can look towards the left for more of a twist. And we'll just focus on relaxing the back on the exhale. Another big breath in. And on the exhale, slowly coming back to center. Let's press into the left sole of the foot and then raise the right leg up. So you can begin to make gentle movements with the right leg. You can bend and straighten the leg. You can point and flex the foot. You can make circles with the toes. Or you can stay still if that feels best. So take some time, move with your breath, slow, gentle movements. On your next exhale, we're going to bring the right ankle over the left knee. Right knee comes out wide. So we'll just take a moment here to open up the hips, putting lots of pressure on the lower back. Take a big breath in. And on the exhale, option to use your hands or a strap. We're going to grab the left thigh. So right hand comes in between the right and left thigh. So if we're using a strap, we're just hooking it and then holding it where our shoulders are relaxed. So we're going to do the same thing on the side. A little bit of movement if that feels good. If not, you can stay still. Just focus on the breath. Moving the toes helps our hamstrings, stretch out our hamstrings. Moving our leg, bending our knee, stretches out our quads. Big breath in. On the exhale, release the hands or the strap, and then slowly bring the left sole of the foot down towards the mat, relaxing on the ground. And then we can bring the right sole of the foot back on the mat. So let's press into the right sole of the foot as we raise the left leg up. You can create gentle movement if you'd like. And very slow and gentle. And let's bring our left ankle over our right knee. Left knee comes out wide. So we'll either use hands or a strap to grab our right thigh. You can start to create some gentle movement with the right leg. And take a big breath in. On the exhale, you can bend the right knee and then release the hands or a strap. Bring the right leg down, right foot down to the mat. And then we'll bring the left foot down to the mat. Let's hug our knees into the chest. And you can start to use the hands to help the knees go in a circle. So big inhale in to bring the knees up towards the ceiling. Exhale to hug the knees into the chest. If you like to put more pressure on the lower back, you can separate the knees and then make individual circles with the knees. Each knee makes their own little circle. Let's take a big breath in. And on the exhale, let's roll onto our side. So completely onto our side. So no twisting, we're just relaxing here. Big breaths in. Long breaths out. Let's place the palms on the ground, and then we're going to use the power of our arms to bring our torso back up to a seated position. Roll the shoulders out. We're going to come back on our hands and knees. But this time we're going to reach the hands forward. So kind of like we're coming into our puppy dog pose, we're going to come into our downward dog pose. So let's bring the hands forward so our arms are straight, our torso is long. We're going to tuck the toes and then send the hips up into a downward facing dog. You can either walk to the middle of the mat or stay here. You can bend the knees one at a time. So shoulders roll off the back, pressing into the ground. And we'll start to walk the feet up to the middle of the mat. Hands walk back and we're in a forward fold. So just stay here for a moment. You can bend the knees. You don't have to touch the ground. You can just sway side to side. Let's come back to center with the arms. Big breath in, bend the knees. Exhale to slowly roll up. It's rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae. Last thing to roll up is the head, and then we'll give an extra roll in the shoulders. So gently bend the knees. We're just going to stand here for a moment. Big breath in. And on the exhale, let's step up to the top of our mat. Roll the shoulders out. So a gentle bend in the knees is okay. Our head is reaching up towards the ceiling. Fingertips are reaching down towards the ground as the shoulders roll down and back. This is our mountain pose. Big breath in. We're going to reach up towards the ceiling. Exhale to gently bend the knees, fold forward slowly. We'll just dangle here for a breath. Exhale to bend the knees, roll up. Roll out the shoulders. Let's place our hands on our hips. Big breath in to stand up nice and tall. Exhale to step the right foot back about 3 or 4 feet. Right toes are slightly tilted in. Then we're going to bend this left knee and then straighten the left leg. So our hips are oriented towards the long side of our mat. We're going to bring the arms out wide. So left arm is over left leg, right arm is over right leg. So we're squeezing the thighs in together to keep us balanced. Fingertips are reaching, so we keep our arms up. Take a big breath in. Reach with the left hand forward, then left hand down onto the calf for an exhale. Inhale to reach up with the right fingertips. This helps our torso not put too much weight on our calf. So we're creating some lift, opening up the chest. You're doing great. This is called triangle pose. Squeezing the thighs in together. Take another big breath in. And on the exhale, leading with the left hand coming up. And then moving the torso back, head over heart, heart over pelvis. We'll bend the left knee over the ankle. And this is warrior two, so we can look past our left hand, look out the window. Roll the shoulders back. And as we reach with the fingertips, we keep our arms lifted. We are strong like a warrior. We are brave. Keeping our breath deep. Another big breath in. And on the exhale, let's bring the right hand, so the back hand, back on the right thigh. Left arm comes up and over the ear. And we're keeping this left knee bent over the ankle. So this is called a reverse warrior pose. Gives a big stretch in the side body. We'll take a big breath in. And on the exhale, let's bring the arms, placing them, framing the left foot. We're going to turn the toes so they're both faced towards the top of our mat. I'm going to grab a block for you. You can place your hands on blocks. You're going to step the back foot up halfway. So you have about a foot in between your feet. So this is a big hamstring stretch. It's great if you can have something for our hands. I can come all the way down. We will keep our torso long. You can keep the legs straight if that feels good, or knees micro bent. Do what feels best for your body. The straighter they are, the more the hamstring stretch you'll feel. Take another big breath in. Exhale to bend both knees and step the right foot up to meet the left. We'll just dangle here. If you want to rock side to side, you can. You can grab onto the forearms. If you feel unbalanced, you can gently move the feet apart if they're too close together. Then we'll let the arms dangle again. Come back to center. Bend both knees, big inhale in. And on the exhale, slowly roll up. Roll off the shoulders. Let's interlace the fingertips behind the back. And then we're going to draw the hands closer towards the ground. So shoulder blades come together. Chest opens wide. You can gently bend the knees. Another big breath in. And on the exhale, release the hands. Roll the shoulders out. Just let the arms dangle for a moment. Then we'll bring our hands on hips. Stand up tall. And then we'll step the left foot back on an exhale. About 3 or 4 feet. Left toes are slightly tilted in. We'll bend this right leg and then straighten. So our hips are oriented towards the long side of our mat. We'll bring our arms out wide. Squeezing the thighs in together. We'll take a big breath in to reach the right hand forward and then right hand down onto the calf. Left hand reaches up towards the ceiling, creating some lift for our torso. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Big breath in. And on the exhale, let's lead with the right hand coming up and then moving back. Hand over heart, heart over pelvis. We'll keep reaching with the fingertips, and then we'll bend the right knee over the ankle. So warrior two again. We are strong. We are brave. We can look past our right fingertips. We are courageous. Take another big breath in. And on the exhale, left hand comes back on the left thigh, so the back hand, and then right arm comes up and over the ear. So continue to bend that right knee over the ankle, a big side body stretch. Take another big breath in. And on the exhale, we're going to cartwheel the hands, frame the right foot. You can place hands on blocks. We'll turn the toes so they're both facing forward. Step them up halfway. So we're relaxing here. Spine is long, legs are long or micro bent. Big belly breaths. We'll take another big breath in. And on the exhale, bend both knees, step the left foot up to meet the right, and then we'll roll up, rolling out the shoulders. Alright, so let's come up against the wall. So I'll turn this off.